One of the biggest misconceptions is that the Xbox One has no games, and this pretty much crushes that. Sure, it's not going to be exactly what is going to help destroy the narrative completely, but it's still something that I think a lot of people are going to be talking about, and it's something that Microsoft announced, and hey, it surprised me, even if it's not particularly my jam, but it's still something worthwhile talking about because, hey, Microsoft is doing a good job here. It's a place where they weren't doing a good job at the beginning of the generation. Now they are. So, obviously, about 5 years ago, Microsoft unveiled the ID at Xbox program. Everybody knows I'm not a huge indie game fan, right? There are some that are particularly good, and then there's a lot that are just clutter and very much, something that I don't really care for. And I think that that's the way a lot of people look at it. Occasionally, you'll find a Firewatch or, a Cuphead or something along those lines, but it's few and far between. But that doesn't say that there's not a group of people out there that don't enjoy all these other games as well, and variety is the spice of life. So Microsoft announced over $1 billion in sales for the indie program, so it's actually pretty good right now. They've actually released over 800 titles with another 1,000 right now in active development, according to Microsoft. All this has come to the successful tune of over $1 billion in revenue and counting. Despite the success, though, Xbox isn't going to rest on its laurels when it comes to the future, because Chris Charla, you guys know him, you love him. Thankfully, we didn't have to see him at E3, though. He said, we're always looking to do better, but if I do take a step back and look at the last 5 years, the fact that we're seeing repeat games and repeat studios coming to the platform makes me feel real good about the job we're doing. Please don't interpret that as we're going to coast or slow down. We've got a lot to do. He also referenced how discoverability and promotion are often the two biggest struggles for all indie developers, stating how, and rightfully so, developers are hands down at their desk all the time, and they're making games that they love to play, and promotion and marketing often come up as an afterthought. Basically, what he's saying is indie games don't really get much of a promotion because everybody's just kind of making the games and things like that. So discoverability is a key piece for any content on any platform. And they work in tandem, and Microsoft has done a good job at kind of getting that out to everybody. So the difference now than 18 months ago, there's probably different now than they were yesterday in terms of how you can find the games and things like that. He also said that features like launching their titles on Xbox Game Pass has been helping address the problem as a whole. All of this stems back from Xbox reevaluated its relationship with independent studios. Of course, PlayStation had the control of the forefront of the indie development towards the end of the PS3 360 lifecycle. We even stated back in 2016 how Xbox commitment to ID at Xbox helped them retake the indie crown, according to this article, which I'm going to link so you guys can check it out. Such smash hits as Cuphead, obviously, you get stuff like Super Lucky Stuff. There's a lot of things that have really helped Microsoft along the way, and over $1 billion in revenue in indie games is incredible. And to see that, I think, is something that everybody can stand back and applaud a bit. I know I do. Even though I'm not a huge fan of every single indie game, I still realize their place and their importance, and I want to see that succeed. I want to see them succeed because it's part of the industry. I'm not one of those type of people that's bitter and doesn't want this group to succeed. It might not even be my favorite type of game, but I still want to see everything in the industry succeed, because that's just what I think and how I feel. So let me know what you guys think. I will link this. Pretty big news, pretty big numbers. Did you guys expect that? To me, I didn't. So let me know what you guys think. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.